My name is Carrie Page. I'm a speech pathologist and I live in Red Deer and I serve families around central Alberta. I have the privilege of being a speech language pathologist. At the age of 13, I had Bell's palsy, which is a facial paralysis, and that was the first time I met a speech pathologist, and that's where my spark or my interest in becoming one came from. My practice here in Red Deer now focuses on three quite different areas. The first area is aphasia. So aphasia is the language disorder that results after a stroke. My grandma had a stroke when I was in high school, and that's when I thought that I wanted to work with adults instead of kids, like typical speech pathologists might do. Aphasia means that your cognition is intact. You know what you want to say, but your reading and your writing and your talking just doesn't work. Sometimes that means that people have a hard time communicating with you. And I think communication is the essence of what makes us human. So being able to connect with our friends, with our family, is what we do. We go for coffee, we have wine, we talk. At the end of the night, we don't even know what we've talked about, but we know that we've connected. And so I find passion every day in helping families learn how to reconnect again, how to teach somebody how to say I love you to their spouse, or be able to read a book to their child at bedtime, or in some cases, be able to get back to work. So aphasia is one area of my practice. My other areas that I practice in are myofunctional therapy and lactation or breastfeeding support. When I first moved to Red Deer, very long time ago, I had the privilege of meeting Dr. Ivan Hutzel, who's an orthodontist here in town. And he truly is the reason that I started my practice in myofunctional therapy. He sparked my interest in understanding how a speech pathologist could help children and adults that had poor rest posture, how that would impact their dental development, their speech production, their sleep, their breathing, and that led me to tongue tie and my interest in tethered oral tissues. And then finally I had my son Noah, who awoke me to this awe of motherhood, but also led me down the struggles of breastfeeding. And so together, Noah and I had to learn how to breastfeed through a number of struggles, and a lot of the resources that we needed were out of town. And that's when I decided that I wanted to be able to create a team here in Red Deer to support the moms that needed help with breastfeeding. So growing up, my father always told me, do what you love. And I am very lucky to be able to say that I do what I love every day in every aspect of my job. 2020 has been a year where I think I would say it takes a village has taken on a whole new meaning. I am so in awe of our community and how we've come together to abide by what we needed to do in order to keep us safe through this pandemic. I'm also in awe and inspired by the families that I work with, their patience, their resilience to still seek service, to be patient with those of us who are trying to figure out new and alternative ways to provide that service so that we can ensure that families and clients are accessing service in new and novel ways that perhaps we didn't anticipate, but I think that maybe it will inspire us to do better as we go forward. Follow your passion and be open to wherever that may lead you. My career has shown me that by doing what I love, by doing something that I'm really passionate about, I've always loved my job, and I think it's allowed me to give the best version of me to my patients. I'd also say to surround yourself with your team. Find your tribe, find those people that help to push you to be better, to do better. I think that surrounding ourselves with that team allows us to see different perspectives, to always be pushed to do better, and to provide the best service that we can to our community.